We've been talking a lot about matter. It has mass and it takes up space. In this video, we are going to combine those two properties of matter into a single measure called density. Density is a measure of how tightly packed matter is in its space. You and I can change our density by converting fat to muscle, for example, but the elements in the periodic table cannot do this, so their densities are an identifying feature. When we say that something takes up space, we mean that it has volume. If you have mass and you have volume, you can calculate density. Density is simply mass divided by volume. For example, if my sample has a mass of 12 grams and a volume of 3 milliliters, then the density is 12 grams divided by 3 milliliters, or 4 grams per milliliter. Again, if a sample has a mass of 2.5 tons and a volume of 50 gallons, then it has a density of 2.5 tons divided by 50 gallons, which is equal to 0.5 tons per gallon. And again, I could have a sample that has a mass of 40 pounds and a volume of 160 cups. In this case, the density would be 40 pounds over 160 cups, or 0.25 pounds per cup. Notice that in each case, I'm carrying the units along in the math. This is very important. We do the numbers together and we get 4. And then we combine these and we get a unit for density. This is very important. In science, there are very, very, very few numbers that have no units attached to them. This is because science advances by taking measurements. A density of 4 grams per milliliter is very different from a density of 4 tons per gallon, or a density of 4, pounds per cup. So the unit is absolutely critical to the measurement. It must always be included with the measurement. Notice, even though I've crossed them out, that any unit of mass and any unit of volume can be combined into a unit of density. In the metric system, the standard unit for mass is the gram, and the standard unit of volume is the liter. So you might say that the metric standard of density would be grams per liter. But grams per milliliter or kilograms per kiloliter or any other combination of a mass divided by a volume are just as legitimate. The point is that if you have mass and you have volume, then you have density. And that's basically the takeaway for this video. Density is a unique number that can be used to identify an element. Density is mass divided by volume, and the units for density are any units of mass divided by any units of volume. But you gotta have units.